Alright, welcome back to Crazy Leo Plays channel. I'm your host Leo. We're playing Octopath Traveller 2. And we're gonna go do those extra stories now. And see what they're about. Now that I think about it, did I even save? Let's just save here. Yeah, okay, I did save before. We're gonna go to the forest. I think we're gonna go down this path over here. Alright, the journey for the dawn draws near. If you proceed, the action you can take will be limited for a while. Any tales you wish to experience are best completed before the journey for the dawn, but the choice is yours. You can still save your progress after this point, but saving it in a different slot is recommended. Alright, so this seems like a final situation.
The fire won't catch.
Let's give it another go, Agnia. Every failure brings us one step closer to success, eh?
Right. We just have to keep trying.
We've brought firewood, you two.
Thank you so much, Casti.
So we're actually gonna have a story for all 8 of them together.
Be careful. A fire's not worth getting wounded over.
If it's flames you want, I can do it.
Not so fast, partner. How else are we gonna work up a sweat?
If you insist on being so inefficient.
We're back. We didn't find any beasts lurking about.
But we did find this water. Goodness, physical labor has never really agreed with me.
This guy.
There's nothing like a good meal after a hard day's work, Temenos.
That's true though.
Speaking of which, I wonder how the hunters are faring.
Heave! Heave! Ta-da! It's not a feast without a main course.
That's
A
funny.
feast? This is enough meat for a butcher shop.
I didn't think hunting would be so much fun.
You've got the stuff that great hunters are made of, Throne.
Ochet would know.
Oh, are you retiring from the cleaning business, Throne?
Wow.
Quiet detective.
Well then, I believe that's most everything. All that remains is...
Everyone's counting on us to light up their evening. It's time to get serious, Particio.
Right you are, Agnia.
Come on, Fire. You can do it.
We'll show this pile of sticks who's boss. There we go.
They actually gotta
This
go.
will be a night to remember.
I think you might be right.
Now we feast.
I was thinking about food. Alright.
This is Nice. Truth be told, this isn't where I imagined my journey would take me.
I know what you mean.
As do I.
That's what makes journeys worth taking. You never know where you'll end up.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you cold?
Doubtless someone in Ku is gossiping about you at this very moment.
Perhaps they miss me as much as I miss them. My friends back home. I've learned much in our travels, and I hope I can use it to help my friends and nation.
I know you will, Hikari. And everyone's lives will be brighter for it.
Thank you.
Even after this journey ends, I'm going to keep on dancing around the world until I can dance no more.
Mind if I tag along? With Particio and Rock backing us, we can hop on a steam locomotive and bring smiles to every corner of the world.
That sounds amazing.
With one of those, you could save your feet for the important part, dancing. And I could extend a helping hand to places I've never even dreamt of.
Will you keep on with Air's apothecaries, Casti?
I want to resume my search for like-minded allies.
Now that's a dream I can get behind.
Yeah, me too.
I'm afraid there's one problem with this plan of yours. If you consider how many people there are in this world, then...
There's no room for logic in the realm of dreams, Professor.
Duly noted.
What'll you do, Oswald?
I have some unfinished business to conclude. There are many answers that have yet to be found.
Is that so? It's writ plain on your face. You're worried about your daughter.
There's one answer found.
And what of you, Tamanos? Have you found yours?
Almost. It's like a piece of meat stuck in between my teeth.
Ugh, I know what you mean. I hate that.
So, something's still troubling you, in other words?
Precisely.
So, your days as a detective aren't over yet, then. Well, I'm here if you need an assistant. Assuming you can afford me, that is.
Oh my god. She's a mercenary now.
My goodness. You're awfully greedy for an assistant. Even if I said yes, I'm sure you have your own path in mind.
I do. I want to go somewhere far away. To a place that isn't on any map. A place no one knows about.
A place none have laid eyes upon.
You all have such big hopes and dreams. I just want to feast every day. And to keep the people of Totohaha safe, of course. Should I be aiming higher?
Ah, seems like you've got some meat stuck in your teeth.
Don't worry, Ochet. That's a fine dream.
I suppose it is. shooting star!
Nice.
I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
Uh-oh. How long is this story gonna be? Okay. Ah, interesting. I should have saw that.
What was that?
I had an odd dream. There was a dark place, somewhere completely unfamiliar.
And a dark fire was blazing.
I saw the same thing.
Wait, are you yanking my chain? I saw it too.
We all had the same dream. Could it be a coincidence?
I very much doubt that.
I feel as if I've seen that place somewhere before.
Huh, I slept like a baby full of milk, though. Huh. Is it still night?
Strange. Dawn should be upon us soon.
We should patrol the area.
I can barely see a thing.
Oh my god, that music or whatever you want to call that.
The stars. They're all gone. The sky is pitch black.
Something is amiss. This is no natural nightfall.
Oh, Chet?
I felt this. It's just like before. On your guard, everyone!
Something's coming, and it isn't friendly.
It's here.
Alright, we're going straight into a battle.
Tingles! Now then.
Now then, why not do this?
The winds of favor blow! My prey awaits.
Now we against wind.
Come on then!
Oh, great.
Now it begins.
Why not do
How's
this?
this? Now!
One's down.
Nice.
Fire.
Burn. You're finished.
Okay.
Prepare
No.
yourself.
Why not?
How's
Another one.
this? Who's next?
Piece of cake. Piece of cake.
What was that?
Cassidy and I have seen beasts like that before.
At the time, we had no idea what they were.
Their nature.
I've seen them too. The black aura resembles the one true magic wielded by Harvey. He called it the Shadow.
A shadow.
What is it?
I cannot say for certain. Not now, in any case.
Mysterious monsters. Just what we need.
We know next to nothing of this phenomenon. Not even the extent of its reach.
Does this shroud cover only this forest? Or is it much larger?
Nothing for it but to check for ourselves.
On that, I agree.
Well, we need to do something.
So many questions. So little answers.
Unfortunately, we lack the information to know just what that something is.
Further research is required. I must find an answer to this conundrum.
Eternal night has descended upon the world. The travelers decide to set out on a final journey to find the cause. Your destination will not be shown on the radar. Search for clues and find your heading. You can change your formation anytime from the main menu. Interesting. Walk astride your fellow travelers on an epic journey. They should just do that from the very beginning. I've been waiting a while and the sun still ain't rising. What in the world is going on? I don't know, but it's nothing good, that's for sure. If those strange monsters earlier were the product of this darkness, then we must figure out the cause of this long night and soon. I couldn't agree more. First we search for clues. Now you're talking, so where do we start? Come on now, you must have some idea, right? Why don't we look for places like this one? What do you mean? I mean other areas shrouded in shadow. There are more? I can't say for sure, but it's the only heading we have. A fair point. Standing still will get us nowhere. Let's start by searching for other places blackened in darkness. Alright, looks like it's time to hit the dusty trail once again. Okay, so we have no idea where we're going.
Stand aside or fight.
Surprise your foe.
Thinking time.
Thinking time. Actually, let's just go and blow.
Magya Stig.
Didn't take them out, eh? Okay. But I made
to
back
shine.
all of that.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that
Here we
didn't do
go.
any damage. Why
Go
not?
on then.
My turn.
Alright, he can do sentence and gavel.
Allow me. Time to strike. Good.
Took all of
There's
them
no
out.
need for flattery. It'll rust my sword.
Nice. I mean, the whole world is like this, right? What's up here? Chest. Come on.
I shall be your opponent.
Now then.
Shadowy peekaboo. How about we do conjure for lightning? Actually, we're just gonna do this.
Lightning crackles around you. My prey awaits.
If I use a hunter skill, no, that doesn't do it. Let's go with this.
And yeah!
Here I come.
Alright. Why not?
Allow me. Good.
Alright. Ouch, that did quite a bit of damage.
I need a plan. All according to
Take him
plan.
out.
How weak.
Yeah.
Study harder.
Magic damage does a lot. Interesting. Altar of the Lady Grace. I guess that doesn't really do anything. I am confused. Where are we headed? Maybe we should head to a
The
city.
show begins.
Wow,
Now
there's
then.
like no music whatsoever.
Together now.
Maybe I just do this.
Whirlwind blow. Sorry.
My
Alright,
turn.
that takes care of 2. Let's go to
How's
Vicious
this?
Route.
Who's next? For the pride of Ku.
For the pride of Ku. So you can't change the time. Interesting.
I'll do what I must.
Time to shine. This is what
Might
it
as
means to be a
well
star.
use this, take out
Whirlwind blow.
first
Sorry. I
all of
wasn't
them?
expecting that.
Okay. Whoops, let's go this way.
Here I come.
You surprised your foe.
Here I come. Allow me. Good.
Boom.
For the pride of Ku.
Done. Alright, we're in a city. Okay. So it's always nighttime, basically. Never got that apparently. I am not sure where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Maybe let's head back. It said to look out for clues, but I'm confused as to what kind of clues I can find. You surprised your foe.
Now then.
Now this should finish all of them
Fire.
off.
Burn. You're finished. Study harder.
It's so weird without the background music. Who's this person here? Battle bow. Oh wow. Corpse maker. Interesting. Nah, he's pretty strong.
Let the experiment begin.
At this point, we're just gonna be aimlessly
Here we
moving
go.
around.
Huh? Come on then. Time to finish this. All right.
Oh wow, that guy survived.
Now let's grab some food.
Might as well. Where am I going? Where am I going? That's just water, right? Yeah, it's just water.
Let the show begin.
You surprised your
Let's
foe.
go.
I guess I can do this again.
Come on then. All right.
Alright, 1 down. 2 down.
All right.
3 down.
Thank you.
Forget me dues. Okay, what if we go to the other place? Oh, come on.
I shall be your opponent.
I really need to
Here we go! Huh? Come on, then!
change something.
Alright! Now let's grab some food.
Skill equipped. Oh, he actually has it already equipped. Alright. Well, that's a little annoying. Yeah, let's go this way. Hey, who are these guys? It's raining. Good grief, I'm in a rush, but this rain won't let up.
I have a...
Anna, who ducked to escape a sudden shower, she knew the rain was common in this area, but decided to pass through anyways as a necessary shortcut. Okay. What about this fella?
I have a request.
A young man who serves the night as a squire, blah blah blah. Interesting indeed. First aid. I can't believe I missed those guys.
May I have this dance? It's my turn now. This is what it means to be a star.
At this point, might as well just keep attacking.
Sorry. Even if I stumble, I'll get back up.
To be honest, she doesn't actually need... Alright, let's do... She doesn't need this. Let's go boost start. For now. Okay, so... This is level 51. And there's this music. Right, so definitely not going this way. Alright, so let's go with ice on everybody. Now then, let's attack. That did a lot of damage. Why not do precise shot? I guess not.
Now it begins.
Something
How's
gavel.
this? Good.
Bam.
There's no need for flattery. It'll rust my sword.
Basically destroyed. Guess we can go up here then. Nothing on that side. That owl. That owl.
May I have this dance?
Okay.
My turn.
Might as well go with this.
Allow me. Who's next?
Boom.
Now then.
Let's do this.
Right.
Nope. Okay.
I need a plan.
Why don't we do elemental barrage?
Indulge me for a moment.
There you go.
I've seen worse methods.
Actually, we might want to switch formation. Instead of... Oh shit, let's put Temenos. He is a little bit behind. And... Particio instead of Agnia? Yeah, why not? Okay, so... Definitely not this side either. What the heck is going on?
Let's have ourselves a showdown. I'm just getting warmed up. Don't How's that?
That's
Here I come.
a little annoying.
Allow me. Who's next?
Recovered quite a
Thinking
bit.
time. Indulge me for a moment.
And we kicked that.
Study harder.
I mean, technically speaking, we could end up going here. It's level 11. The only other way is that side.
Hey, a customer.
Yeah, I thought so.
My turn. Allow me. Who's next?
Bam.
To work.
Let's do elemental barrage.
Prepare yourself. That's that. Goodness, what a tantrum that was.
Indeed. Actually, I could give him the equipment. Where's the truth? Yeah, let's do this. So not there either. Right? Imagine you just have to leave this place. Come on.
I shall be your opponent. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, what he said.
Allow me.
Okay, that did quite a bit of damage.
Now then,
We can go with thunder.
strike them down. You're finished.
Nice.
I've gained valuable insight.
Actually, now I think about it, equip skills, extra experience, why not? He would need... That's fine, I guess. Hang tough is not needed. Alright, I guess we're fine. Let's do this instead. Okay, this is where we started. Right? Was there no path away from there? I guess not. I'm
Howdy there,
confused.
friend.
Thinking time. Magya Stig. A week.
Oh wow,
Much appreciated, Oswald. My turn.
nice.
Allow me. Who's next?
That's
There's
crazy.
no need for flattery. It'll rust my sword.
Okay, I'm lost. I'm not sure what I need to do. Why don't we do... Okay, 1 second here. We'll go this way. So many enemies.
Hey, a customer.
Here I come.
Here he goes.
How's this? Good.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Why not?
Thinking time.
Element.
Indulge me for a moment. I've seen worse methods.
Shadowstone. Okay. Let's go this way. Why is there
Do
so
be
many
gentle.
enemies?
I need a plan.
Yes, you do. Electric.
Strike them down. A week. Study harder.
Alright, Southern Cropdale Trail. Okay, so it's not even Starfall Spring. Alright,
Stand aside or
so
fight.
I'm confused.
To work.
Why not?
Feel the sacred flames wax hard. That's that. Oh, goodness. What a tantrum that was.
Indeed. Alright, can we just fast travel then? I'm pretty sure I know where there's another one. Wow, that place is really dark. Huh. I can maybe go here. Tomb of the Wander Beast. Tranquil Grotto. Oh. Look at that, it kind of tells you where to go. You just have to check the levels. 29. Fellsun Ruins. Okay. So we figured out how it works, finally. Let's go to the Fellsun Ruins right away. Alright. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Abandoned road. Alright, let's save this here.
Stand aside or fight. My turn.
Now that we figured out
How's
where we're
this?
going, should be a piece of cake.
Now then. Strike them down. You're finished.
Boom.
I've gained valuable insight.
Come on.
Stand aside or fight.
Thinking time.
Let's just go with this.
Magya Stig. A weak.
You're a true friend. My turn. Allow
Why
me.
not?
Good. There's no need for flattery. It'll rust my sword.
Those two are just cannons. Alright, first dungeon. Journal fragment. I did a diary. I finally got hired as a scrivener. And for Delsta Times too, all the world's information flows to a newspaper, a river of facts alongside a paper water wheel. An endless procession of scoops. As a journalist, I'll dash about the world investigating, uncovering, and breaking news. What's better way for me to carry out my mission? I thought about this a lot, and everyone has facts they're hiding. Vast sum of knowledge locked in noggins the world over, but how to crack open these repositories and acquire those tasty secrets within. That's the rub, of course. As I am now, I doubt that I have the dexterity to pick any of those cranial locks. I was raised in isolation, always out of the loop, hiding quietly on the outskirts of society. There is a positive way to spin that, though. I spent all my time that I wasn't talking to people, observing them. Here's what I learned. People let their guard down around cute little animals. A scolding card captain will play cuddly coo with an adorable puppy, and soon confess all his gripes to the precious thing. And so I will become the puppy. I'll wag my little doggy tail and act the part of the friendly little non-threatening furball and slide right into people's confidence. My brother may be the soaring eagle with his bird's eye view, but I'll be the sharp-eyed hound, keeping my nose to the ground and sniffing out every last detail I can find. Okay. My oldest memory is crimson, a spray of bright red droplets, and a howling scream. I crowd fleeing in all directions, and enemy soldiers mercilessly cutting down innocents. Some of them even laughed as they did it. Amidst this, I was a stone. Still in my tender years, I never cried, nor wept, nor cowered, but merely watched the chaos unfold. Being raised in a war-torn land does things to an impressionable mind, and I suppose something had already broken inside me. I would have died that day, cut down like the rest, were it not for my brother. His cunning carved a path for us out of the hellish place. My brother is brilliant, so much so that the enemy kind spared him if he would serve. Yet despite his genius, despite how shrewd the plan he proposed were in their attempts to avoid bloodshed, the blood always flowed. Humans steal, they kill. They take and they take and they take lives, possessions, land. It's the state of our nature, a simple fact of our existence. My brother and I have seen so much together, and we've both reached the same conclusion. The world doesn't deserve to see another dawn. Like the life of a man is nasty, brutish, and ugly. Why not make it short? Geez, how many of these fragments are there? I need her on my side, and I need you to convince her that's a good idea. My brother's face was flushed as he handed me the letter addressed to Raime. Perhaps he'd been in his cup. I didn't need to ask him why he would be celebrating. The fundraising in Mount Wise was going swimmingly. On my way home, I spotted Hikari. He's the key to everything in Ku. And if our machinations go according to plan, my brother will get what he is after. I doubt Hikari has a clue who I am, another tactic proposed by Brother's Dearest. No prior formalities with me will help move things along down the line, but I doubt Hikari doesn't know anything about me. I certainly know a lot about him. Hikari has another side to him, a second personality that my brother says was born from his family's cursed lineage. Somewhere in the past, Clan Ku's blood mingled with that of the infamous Archmage Darkesh, sparking a history of war and sacrifice. A more odious bloodline I do not know. As I passed Hikari in the street, for a moment I felt as if our eyes met. His gaze was steady and true, just as it was when he was a boy. How had that bright spark in his eyes not dimmed over time? He had seen the same horrors I had, been through the same terrible war. Okay. Four. This is bad. Hikari was captured before I had the chance to deliver my brother's letter to Raime. If Hikari is killed, it'll ruin everything, and we'll have to start from scratch. Raime calls the fortress of Stormhill its home. Coldest place in Celestia, and I hate it. Time is of the essence, yet this frigid blizzard is battering me about like a leaf in the wind. If only I could take 2 steps without being blown 3 back. By the time I finally reached Stormhill, Hikari had already been released. I can only assume he managed to sway Raime on his own. I handed my overdue missive to one of Raime's retainer and quickly put the chilly place behind me. Okay, so he was following us. Oswald is sentenced to life imprisonment. It took me a moment to process the judge's verdict. I blinked, doubting my ears. What was going on here? He was supposed to be executed, wasn't he? I ran as fast as I could to find Harvey. I should have known that swine had stuffed leaves into the judge's pocket to bribe him into that decision. Why? I want him to see the power of my perfected magic. That's his reason, the blooded fool. Pride, worthless pride. We need the Book of Demons completed. What if Oswald somehow finds a way to interfere? When I gave my report to my brother, he simply said, just watch the spectacle unfold. Apparently my brother had already taken Harvey's massive ego into account when he made his contract with the man. If that's the case, then I suppose this isn't a problem after all. Regardless, I should hurry and gather what information I can about Frigid Isle.
Let's have ourselves a showdown.
Wow, it's so dark I can't even see.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, indeed.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself for... Actually, maybe I should just... break this guy. And then...
Nice.
Yeah, let's go with this.
Magya Stig.
This should take everyone out.
Many thanks.
Study harder.
Wow, there's so much to read. I concealed myself among the chattering students and slipped into Harvey's lecture. The Book of Demon is nearly complete, so he was in jovial mood. When I saw my chance, I gave Harvey the news. Oswald had tried to escape Frigid Isle and died in the attempt. I thought the news would throw his high spirits off a cliff, but instead he just started giggling. It was creepy. When he finally settled down, he merely said, "I need to prepare for my guest's arrival," and vanished back into his library, humming cheerfully all the while. It's like he thinks Oswald is alive. Is Oswald alive? It can't be, and yet, if so, then he will come here to find Harvey and seek his revenge. Wait, this could be perfect. I doubt Harvey will honor our agreement and hand over the Book of Demon without a fuss. If I can set those two against each other, it might create the perfect opportunity to slip in and swipe the book. I wonder if my brother had predicted this too. Harvey has left for Dirk's ruined shrine. The remain of Archmage Darkesh will provide the final piece that Harvey needs. The Book of Demons will soon be completed. I found a nice cozy place to conceal myself, and sure enough, Oswald showed up. Just as predicted, the two fought it out, and I was able to retrieve the Book of Demon in the wake of their battle. There was one surprise, however. Harvey escaped alive. What was the bright flash of magic? A glimpse of a force that may dwarf even that of the Book of Demon? That girl, does she have some special power within her? Oswald entrusted the girl Elena to his assistant before setting off to a journey. Like Alpatis, the blood of the Lumina family runs in Elena's veins. I'll need to continue monitoring her to watch for suspicious signs. Days after day, Elena sits at her desk and pours herself into her studies. A diligent girl, I suppose. But I am curious as to why her brow sometimes wrinkles and she cradles her head in her arms. Still, her eyes are bright and her gaze seemingly sets on some happy goals far off in the distance. A marked difference from when I saw her in Harvey's company. There was only worry and fear in her eyes then. My heart's nearly leaped out of my throat when I heard that assistant's voice suddenly ring out behind me. "Can I help you, miss?" "It's a miss." I immediately turned and tried to distract and dissemble with my tried and true cover story. "Can I interest you in the newspaper subscription?" She smiled, then eyes warm, but I sensed a keen suspicion burning deep within those friendly eyes. I will not underestimate her again. No one else has ever noticed me when I didn't want to be found. I'll need to abandon my surveillance, too risky. Besides, I've seen nothing suspect in all the time I've watched Elena. Might as well move on to more important matters. Okay. Well, here I am in Candlebrine. Word is that I can find someone who has the lost pages of the Book of Night. Original manuscript. Caldena, captain of the Sacred Guards, seems to be moving as Arcanet predicted in assembling these pages. There's a potential problem, however. A noisy inquisitor named Temenos seems to have caught wind of all of this. Arcanet has her eyes on him, but I can only pray he doesn't make any problem for us. I need to be careful not to draw his attention too. The Book of Night is close to being fully restored. Once it is, I'll need to move quickly to retrieve it and fulfill my mission. Allying myself with Arcanet was merely the easiest means to that end. My brother did tell me to be wary of her. However, he was quite forceful about it. I wonder why. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much to read. Caldena's captain of the Sacred Guard is driven by a lust for vengeance. To achieve that end, she seeks to make the power of shadows her own. And with the restored Book of Night in hand, she sets out for the Twilight Shrine. Her naive dream of avenging her people will never become reality. Why, you ask, dear diary? Because the right Arcanet taught her is purposely flawed. So there I was, hiding in the shadows of the Twilight Shrine and waiting for the perfect opportunity. Lo and behold, Caldena's right went Ari, and she transformed into a most hideous form. No one told me I'd have to deal with some horrible monster. This is above my pay grade. Luckily, I had no need to fear that Temenos showed up and handled that Caldena problem for me. I suppose Arcanet was behind this, his well-timed arrival. What a puppet master. Bravo, I finally understand why my brother warned me to keep an eye on her. I slipped down to the ritual site after Temenos made his exit and retrieved the Book of Night. All that's left is to combine it with the Book of Demons, and we'll be able to complete the Dark Blood Grimoire. Here I am, grand old Timberrain, just in time for the coronation ceremony. Word on the street is that an apothecary named Trousseau is going to rain on the parade with a storm infused with shadow energy. His goal, and I quote, is to extend a hand to save all in need. What a nice notion. Let's rewind the clock. It was 1 year ago that Trousseau lost hope in the future and started down his path. He was out gathering medicinal herb when he stumbled into Lost Seed. There he met Claude, who gave him the Book of Night. Claude was disappointed with the encounter. It seems he had swayed Trousseau to his side, but couldn't persuade an apothecary in the man company. With a regretful sigh, he told me that this other apothecary's eyes were filled with a motherly strength, deep wells of kindness that belied a sense of fierce determination. What was her name again? Casti. Yes, Casti. She stopped Trousseau, sought the people of Timberrain to safety, and even dealt with the poison rain. As if that wasn't enough, she also managed to mix up medicine that could combat the shadow on the spot. Claude's intuition was right. Cassie is someone to keep an eye on. My brother will need to know that we have another dangerous potential wrench in our plan. So, since it's a female scrivener, could it be the scrivener that's been following Particio in his story? I wonder. My brother made a deal with Harvey, craft the Book of Demons, an evil tome said to be imbued with the magic of Darkesh himself. Why, you ask? Well, dear diary, because we needed to restore the lost Dark Blood Grimoire. The rub here is that neither my brilliant brother nor even Claude knows how to make this tome. Thus, the need for Harvey. The one thing my brother does know is that the remains of Darkesh are the key component. When I shared that vital tidbit, Harvey smiled. That's all I needed. It sounds like he was already most of the way there. He is a valuable asset, so we'll do everything we can to assist him. Harvey has an unhealthy obsession with a scholar named Oswald. No, let's call it what it is. A severe inferiority complex. Harvey's told me he'd gladly give up the Dawn if it meant he could best the man. We let Harvey read the Book of Night in order to pull him into our intrigue. But honestly, I think it wasn't necessary. That bottomless well of envy in his gut, properly manipulated, would likely have been motivation enough. Besides, I don't trust him. No normal person can fathom that twisted mind of his. I met a merchant today in Clock Bank, an honest fellow with a laughing eyes named Particio. He boasted that he'll rustle up 80 billion leaves and buy the rights to the steam engine from his current owner, Mr. Roke. Then he'll give the technology away to everyone. When pressed on why, he said things like this should be shared with the world. Particio confuses me. I can borrow that ruthless Roke's word. It is human nature to take from others and give on to oneself. Despite this noble declaration, I'm sure Particio will prove himself no different from the other slime. Greed and self-interest will win out in the end. They always do. Still, I'm vaguely curious as to how his story will play out. I'll follow this Particio, though I'll keep my expectation low. Placing your faith in others only gets you betrayed in the end. Wow, this is dark. Particio's gone and done it. He has gone and done it. He humbled Roke and actually wrestled the rights to the steam engine from that greedy tycoon. Still, that's nothing compared to what he did next. He actually gave it away, just as he said he would. Things like this should be shared with the whole world. He lived up to that grandiose statement and then some. The heat of his passion even melted Roke's icy heart. I didn't think the desert sun was hot enough to do that. So taking a step back, what Particio did is impossible, unimaginable, and inconceivable. I've observed countless people in my time, and to date every one of them is motivated to varying degrees by self-interest. People are always willing to step on others to achieve their own interests, but Particio, is he truly different? Is he someone who can at last transform this dark, ugly world into something wonderful? What do you think, brother? Welcome to my humble castle. That was how he greeted me when I arrived in Lotseed. Before he took me on a casual stroll through that rotting mausoleum of a town, I struggled not to gag on the stench of death and decay, all the while him smiling and breathing deep as if taking in the air of a tranquil mountain meadow. This ghastly man name is Claude, and he is the descendant of the infamous Archmage Darkesh. It is said that his notorious grandfather gave him a taste of the blood of the malevolent god of darkness, Vide, frighteningly enough, while he was still in the womb. As a result, the man is blessed with eternal youth. With the blood of Darkesh and Vide within his veins, Claude's fate was to become the Dark God's vessel, and yet he rejected his destiny and instead chose to pass the honor on to his offspring. For our part, we don't care who the vessel is, just that we have one. Claude, however, seems to have preference in the matter. Preference. The man sired countless children with countless women and set his progeny at each other's throats. To the bloody victor goes the ultimate spoil. I shivered as he looked me up and down, his eyes seeming to pierce my very soul. It was as if he was seeking to plant a murderous seed inside me too. When he handed me the dark blood staff, he told me that the woman who stole it from him has a lot of potential. His words, my purpose in Lot's seed fulfilled. I heard it out of there. I can't wait to hand the staff over to Arcanet and let her handle the cathedral's sacred flames. Wait, so she has another sister and a brother, so there's 3 of them? I'm confused. Alright, dear diary, today I met with Petrichor, the woman known as the Dark Hunter. I have introduced her to the Professor Harvey several years ago as at Arcanet's request. She was talkative today and had this to say. I met Arcanet when I was young, and it was then that I swore myself to her service. Ever since, I have hunted for her and her alone, even slaying the legendary monster known as the Guardian of the First Flame at her behest. Sometimes I hunted people too, like the time I came to possess the dark blood bow. Once again my lady has use of me, and so I shall gladly obey. I nodded along, and when she was finished, she showed me a monster. This beast, which she had captured on Totohaha, looked out at me with eyes filled with loathing for all that walked on this earth. I asked her what it was, and she told me that the result of years of brutal conditioning and a healthy dose of Harvey's science for good measure. The result, an abomination crafted through repeated and horrifying experiments. I nodded again. A soul this steeped in despair would surely prove to be a great source of power. It seems that leaving the flame of Totohaha in her care should prove no issue. Okay. I can't believe it. How did Partitia turn that economic desert of a town into a hoping commercial hub? That business idea of his was inspired. I must admit that watching Alron's department store come to life woke something warm inside me. I told Partitia that the world filled with people groaning under the weight of 1,000 problems. It's fresh ideas like this that brings a ray of joy into troubled lives. For once, I really, truly meant what I said. I should never have poured my heart out in public like that. I suppose my declaration was proof that he cracked my emotional defense and convinced me to gasp, believing in him. In my defense, he released something else. Before I knew it, I was promising to help. Truth is, I'm excited to see what magic he'll pull out of his partial hat next. Guess what, dear diary? This is the first time I've ever helped someone for something that wasn't directly related to my mission. Let me stop for a moment and also appreciate the fact that he convinced the Elrond to invest 80 billion leaves in him. 80 billion. That the question is, will Particio prove to be the man of integrity? Will he really use those leaves to help the world, and not just to line his own pocket? Just a little bit longer, only a little bit. I find myself needing to see what he does next. Okay, he's the merchant. There are words carved into the base. O inheritor of our will, let the mirror shine and kindle a fire in your heart to chase away the darkness.
Stand aside or fight.
Yeah, you're gonna get wrecked.
My turn. Allow me. Good.
Nah, they're gone.
For the pride of Ku.
A statue of Elephant, the Scholar King. There are words carved into the base. O inheritor of our will, let the mirror shine and kindle a fire in your heart to chase away the darkness. Maybe we should change a few things. Let's do that. Let's do Vigorous Victor. Maybe we just do, where is it? Deal more damage. That would be kind of funny though. Halves SP required for equipping characters. Doubles the amount of SP consumed when using magic, but increase this effect spells. I mean, should we do that? Or should we do Fruits of Labor? Plus 89. I think we should do this. Alright, for him, yeah, let's keep this for now. Actually, we don't need this because we already have him doing double, right? Let's give him... yeah, let's give him this. Grant secret character 1 BP. Let's give him... upon taking damage, gain the amount. That's fine. I guess we could do this. But he only has 57 though, that's not really that great. I don't know what to give him. I guess you can give him this. Yeah, why not? Why not? For him, I guess we're going with deal more damage. Imagine there's not even a fight. I'm doing all this. That would kind of be lame. Full power. I don't think full power is necessary. I guess I could do... You know what? Let's leave that. And equipment-wise... I guess we're good with this. Interesting. The mirror reflects the memory of the secret flames. Oh, what the heck?
Now what have we got here?
Ori, that's who.
A sacred flame? Here of all places? Have I stumbled upon a scoop once again? Why, I believe I have. I'm glad that's done. There's no need to keep up this cloying facade. To wear the mask of a chipper, unflappable scrivener. No. Now I bring an end to this dark, wretched world. To liberate its people from their pain, their suffering, and their hatred. Just like I swore to you, brother. Together, we will usher in the night. I kept a close eye on the travelers, all while my allies and I worked behind the scenes. Until at last, I found the book I sought. The Dark Blood Grimoire.
I can't believe she's...
With it, I will smother the sacred flames, that they will never again light the way for the dawn. I offer this gift of blood. May the flames turn cold and dark. Mortals. Gods. Who was it that drew the line between them? The blessed? The accursed? Us? Them? Berticio. Would that we had never met. I'm sorry, brother.
What the heck? So we gotta fight Ori? The first sacred flame burns in you. Ori. I heard from an apothecary in town. A woman was found collapsed near the sacred flame and brought there for treatment. She had brown hair and wore a cap much like a scrivener. After she regained consciousness, she simply vanished. That's Ori, you gotta be. But if that's true, then what saved her? It appears her wound fell just short of being fatal. She must have changed her mind just in the nick of time. She saw the worth in walking towards the dawn. Well, I can hazard a guess as to why she hesitated. I believe it was thoughts of you that saved her life. Me? Now don't be ridiculous, like I've had anything to do with that. Well, no matter. As long as she's alive, all's well. But just where did she wander off to? I'm sure I'm lucky that you're around to cheer me up, eh? Our journey isn't over. We do well not to waste time in idle conversation. But if you must talk, then perhaps a different topic of conversation would suffice. Oswald, thank you kindly. Really? So that's it? No battle? Just a bunch of reading? Okay, so that's dealt with. So we've got this area here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so there was only 4 places.
Howdy there, friend.
And still no music.
Prepare yourself.
Which is a little bit annoying.
Who's next? I still have much to learn.
Alright, then I guess I'm gonna travel to Ku and call it a session. Alright, so yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching all the way to the end. You know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next session.